I'm getting ready to leave. Let me get Miss Webb's photo up for y'all. Let me get Miss Webb's photo up for y'all because I got something to say. Okay. So, Miss Webb. Let's go get in the car because I gotta go. I gotta go. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Take my coffee creamer. What else am I missing? I need the other egg cartons. I buy organic, cage-free, happy eggs from locally here. The only thing we got to do is bring back the egg cartons to recycle. So that's what I need to get. Here we go. Let me get a swig. Okay, let's blow this taco stand. Let me put these in my car first. Because I'm going to drop something. Come on in. Say hello. How you doing? Oh, the birds. Stay there, Luna. Don't come out. You're trying to escape. Bye, Luna. See you later. Granddaughter. Okay. This is Mrs. Webb. Okay? Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, you know which one I like? I like the one that I made. This one. With the halo and the devil. Oh, you can't see it. Dang it. Hopefully you're still here because I almost ended the live. So I resized it. There we go. I resized it for you. You hear that? Oh, the best sound ever. The best sound ever. Hey. Okay. All right. So let's get situated here. So I wanted to talk about the girlies, okay? Uh, and all that's going on. You know, it frustrates me that I'm not gonna lie. I was watching another reactor's channel, which I'll link. I'll link when I'm done. I'll link the video I watched so you can see what I'm talking about. And I know we kept telling Gerard just to leave that hood rat alone, lives life, and just let her, bury herself, right? But I think it's gotten out of hand, and he needs to tell Liv something when they come back from their vacation. Sorry, I'm throwing, you know, just throwing stuff away from my car. He needs to tell her something. He needs to get her in check because shit, I forgot to throw this. Oh my goodness. I'm so messy, man. I'm trying to keep my car clean. Everywhere I turn around, there's something. Okay, so he needs to tell her something. He needs to put Liv in her place because this is just too much. She makes it seem maybe they do have like a good relationship. Maybe they have a good co-parenting relationship now, but that to me would end the minute Somebody disrespects wifey? Like, mm-mm. Like, y'all are married. Y'all are married. Oh, sorry, I just took my name. Um, it's that's it. Like, he needs to put her in her place and just leave it like that, because her disrespecting, and she did pretty much the whole life disrespecting her, taunting her, calling her the hell, the maid, belittling her, and Antonisha never says anything. She never says anything at all. She His wife can never be one thing. She never he needs to put his foot down and be like, you're not going to disrespect her like that. And to me, his silence, even though it was probably Antonisha as well telling him just to leave her, nah, he needs to say something, because what she did this past weekend was out of pocket. And out here in these streets, that would be a get back. Okay, that would be a get back. And I know they want to keep the peace for the kids, but why if she doesn't want to keep the peace for her kids? Her kids are right there, and she's talked to two. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story about me. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you how eventually the kid. She keeps saying eventually the kids will see. Eventually the kids will see what was done to me, and they're gonna see. Right? That's what she says. Okay, well, check this out. Peep this. My mom, may she rest in peace. Okay, when my daughter, we had like visitation. My daughter would go to her dad's every other weekend. Okay, and um, half of the summer or the month of July, he paid child support, all that stuff, right? Okay, so he would. She was always on her dad's side. When me and him were beefed up, because we were beefed up for a few years. Okay, she always had her daddy's side. And I'm sorry if anybody's saying anything, I can't see him driving. But I'll read it later. It'll eventually appear. So she was always on her dad's side, no matter if it wasn't my fault. The reason I was pissed off is because he was always going out, and he would leave my daughter. He wouldn't spend time with her on her weekends. He would leave my daughter with her grandmother from that side, and he'd be over there living the vida loca, right? Okay. And I'd be like, this is your time. Like, do you even know like her favorite color, her favorite food? Like, you don't even know nothing about her. Like, it's just like, yes, she goes over there, but what the fuck happens? You leave her, and you go out and live in the vida loca, right? Okay. So then I'm like, my mom's like, just nomás déjalo, just leave it. Nomás déjalo cuando se. My mom was saying when she grows up, she's going to see it for herself. I can't tell her anything because she's never gonna see it till she's ready to see it. And sure enough, guess who doesn't have a relationship with somebody? She does not have a relationship with her papa, because she remembers when she was little what happened, and how I was the one always with her. Well, she wasn't necessarily on my side, but she saw the way he really was, the way he treated his next family. She saw it firsthand. Okay, so she these kids are gonna see the way these two little Ajax and little Kai Kai, they're gonna see the way she does them, and those are their siblings, and that's how they're gonna see it. Unfortunately, they're not gonna see what they do. They'll see it later. They'll see what Liv's doing to Antonisha later on. It'll all come together when they're probably adults, probably. So, and then I noticed when my daughter was about um, Robin's age, she was kind of being like a little two face. She was kind of being like a little telling people like our business, and telling me their business. And I'm like, look, I cut that shit right there, because I didn't want to know what was going on over there. I didn't want to know what she found on her daddy's phone. Like, I didn't want to know. That's none of my business. Um, I told her, look, whatever happens over there stays over there. What happens here stays over here. Like, this is our house. You don't tell anybody what's going on here. Not like there's anything bad going on, but I'm like, don't be doing the back and forth because I know you're going over there, probably telling them the same thing. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I had to put that shit right there. Like, I had to draw the line when she was little, when she was about Robin's age. And I see Robin doing it. I see Robin over there telling people stuff on behalf of her mom, but she doesn't know why people are saying stuff to her mom. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure Liv is over there telling them. She probably told him what Aunt Tanisha said. She probably, and that's why they were like that, but they don't see why, because Aunt Tanisha stayed quiet every time I said something to her. Um, she never says anything. She always trying to be the bigger person, and she finally says this one thing, which you just so happened to catch, which not everybody should have caught it, but y'all did. And that's why, when she finally says something that wasn't even that bad, but it's actually, a lot of people say that she's the babysitter. Then she makes a big deal out of it. Fuck! This fucking highway is closed, bro. Oh my goodness. What happened? Is it a fatality? Dude, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. We're just parked here. What the fuck happened? Somebody had to have died. Well, it is Fiesta in San Antonio, and I bet it's probably an accident. All 4 lanes are just closed. I should have taken 410. Oh. I wish I had a truck so I could just go over the median like everybody else is. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not a truck. You can go. Oh, I see another car went to the side. Should I try it or should I get stuck? Knowing my ass. I'm gonna see if a car smaller than mine, crossed over. Fine. It was like a little mini car, but I'm not trying to flat a tire because who the fuck is gonna change it? I ain't got no man. Who the fuck is gonna? And anybody I could call is face down, ass up right now. Mm-mm. I kind of want to go over because nobody's moving at all. Oh my god, these fucking adult decisions. Where's the adults? Mm-mm. Let me watch this truck go over. Go ahead, car. I'll follow you. There's a car going. To be very careful. I'm doing it. If I get stuck, one of y'all better come help me. Oh my god, I made it! I made it. I went over the grass part. Fuck yeah. Okay, laters, bitches. Okay, dude, I don't know what happened. Like, the cars are not moving. And yes, the move I made was illegal, but you know what? I've done worse in life, okay? Dude, I wonder if somebody passed. Oh, it stopped right here. Oh, somebody. It looks like somebody passed away. They're not letting anybody go through. The whole thing is blocked. I'm assuming, I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully everybody's okay. Hopefully it's just like construction work or something. I don't know. All right. So back to what I was saying. Okay. So yes. So one day the kids will see eventually, but they're gonna see it when they are adults when they're older. Um, and it, sometimes it does take a long time. Sometimes it does. I didn't think it would ever happen because my daughter's father could never do any wrong, like in her eyes. Like this. That was just you know, and it's not like if I tried to turn her or anything like that. But now there's like no relationship. And I don't like that because there has to be a balance. You can't just cut somebody off. But that's just my opinion. She's an adult, she can do whatever she wants. And she is gonna do whatever she wants, and that's what I expect her to do. But if I had it my way, there would be a balance. Anyways, so we'll just wait and see what happens when Mr. and Mrs. Webb come back from the vacation, and see if anybody is addressed. What I would do is I would just cut any communication that I do have with Liv and just talk strictly through the app. I wouldn't even talk to her, wouldn't even answer her phone calls unless the kids are with her. I would just cut her off just like that. No explanation, no nothing like that. Silence is deadly for some people. And for a pick me like Liv, oh yeah, that would kill her. That would mortify her because she wants everybody, she wants to be the one on top. For some reason, she thinks because she married Gerard first for 5 minutes, like she thinks that she's, she's over Antonisha, and because she has children with him. A children doesn't make a fucking relationship. Obviously, you don't have to have a child with somebody to have, for them to love you. Like, is that what you think? You think because you birthed 3 children, um, with him that, that's supposed to be, one upping somebody. Well, it's not. It really isn't. And you can tell um, how she thinks, small minded. And that's not how it is. You don't have to have a child with anybody to be one up over anybody. Like, no, that's not that's not how it works. Obviously, it didn't work because your marriage didn't last. You couldn't keep your legs closed. That's why y'all aren't married. That was what it was because you cheated. You did that. You went to Houston. You went and you said you're gonna get pregnant and blame it on Gerard when he had a fucking vasectomy. And then she acts like a vasectomy cannot be reversed. It can be reversed. It's the tying of the tubes. Fuck, I went down the wrong street. It's the tying of the tubes that you can untie your tubes, but it's not guaranteed. You can hold on, let me turn around here. You can undo a vasectomy. Like it's outpatient surgery. Like it's come on, don't be dumb. Oh shit, this is one way. Whoops, this is one way. Anyways, so yeah, that's the dilemma. Man, this has been a crazy ride to work. What are y'all doing today? Anything fun? Please tell me y'all are out having fun with family or something, or with your family, or having breakfast or church. I wish I could. I so wish we weren't understaffed so that I could go to church because I my schedule is Monday through Friday. I work the weekends. I've explained it before. I don't want to be anal about it, but the reason I work is because it's easier for me come Monday morning. Because then it's just too much for me to do. So hopefully some of the paperwork got done last night. Probably not. But but I can be hopeful, can I? Oh my gosh. Let's see what this week brings. I've been very sad lately, like super sad. And I think that's why I watch the girlies because it takes my mind off of what's going on like in real life. It's a relief, that I'm not going through that my problems aren't that big. So it is uh definitely a relief that I'm not going through that anymore. Like that's behind me. And if I were to have a baby now, like by somebody, a random or whatever, not like I would, I'm not the type of person, but accidents do happen. Um, like if I get pregnant, and I have to do the whole thing all over again, I think because I'm older, it wouldn't be so bad. It took a long time for us to be cordial. And my son doesn't have another parent, it's just me. So I don't have to worry about that with him. But I think if I were to have somebody to lean on, like for another one, like if I were to have another one, I think my age would make me a lot more mature in communications with them because I was young. I was in my early 20s, getting a divorce. Like I was, like my life was like flipped upside down. It just was that marriage just wasn't for me. There's another marriage out there somewhere for me, and that one wasn't it. Like I didn't understand that back then. I just thought like, oh shit, like I guess there's nobody wants to marry me. you know that's what I would think like back then. Like my mind was like totally different. And now the way I think is just somebody else is out there for me. And I think I'd have a better, and if it didn't work out, is what I'm trying to say. Like I would be able to communicate better. I would hope I wouldn't pick anybody fucking irate, anybody local, like fucking live. Dude, you don't see my car here? You just fucking cut me off. You didn't see me? Like I'm like right here. Anyway, so I would hope I would pick somebody better, and somebody that I would be able to communicate with if things didn't work out, or, we could raise a child together. I would hope that we'd have kids so we communicate, and there would be no issues. um, because and it's Liv talking about people who can't have kids. Her just assuming people can't have children. Like people assume I can't have children because I had my daughter and then didn't have another one ever until I adopted my son. People just assume I just can't have children. That's not what it is. No, I can have children. I still the bakery is still working down there. Okay. It's just I never met anybody that I could have one with, and then I was in a relationship for 9 years with a woman, so how was that going to happen? And I still managed to have a child during that time. That's when I adopted my son. So yeah, and that's proof right there that having a child with somebody, or I didn't have a person, but I adopted my son while I was with that person, and that didn't keep anybody. That didn't keep anybody at all, and that doesn't keep anybody in touch with me because of him. I get fucking ignored. Nobody ever checks on my son. That just because you have a kid, that don't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything at all. Nobody has to talk to you, babe. Like they can just fucking stop talking to you one day. And then he could be like, take me to court, knowing damn well you ain't got no money for court. He could say that. He could do that. He could throw you in jail for not paying child support. But he doesn't. Don't think because he's sparing you that that's because he fucking has an interest in you. Like how fucking stupid are you? Like, come on. And then let's say somebody, let's say there's a man watching your channel who's got money, who's got bank, who can solve all your problems with all of his money, because that's all you want is somebody with money, right? Let's say there's somebody that has all that, but doesn't message you because you're too busy, hung up on your ex. Like, you don't think that's gonna put somebody like, oh, I'm not gonna deal with that drama. If they saw that you have your shit together, or at least cordial with your ex, and not bashing them and bashing the wife every fucking weekend, maybe they would come forward to you. You don't fucking know. You don't know, and you're not gonna know if you keep on nagging these people. Like, you need to leave room for somebody else. He probably would have already come forward, but you're over there calling Aunt Tanisha the maid and she ain't shit, and my spot is solidified. Bitch, Who the fuck? Nothing is solidified, ma'am. Ma'am. And that probably, he probably just went and picked somebody else. Unsubscribe. Let me go find somebody else that can, I can, spoil with all my monies and my yachts and whatever. I don't know. I'm just talking shit. But like, you never know who's watching you. You never know who's listening to you. It might be somebody who's interested in you, and you're too busy talking about your ex. Like, come on. Like, you're not leaving room for anybody. You probably done. There's probably already 3, 4 guys already unsubscribed and moved on to somebody else because you're over there talking about Antonisha. Come on now. And we'll never know, right? We'll never know because she didn't give it a shot. She didn't shut up, you know? And just leave those people alone. It just comes all out like if you're just, you know, missing him, you're, you want him back, desperate. Like, pick a word. That's what it's giving, all of those. It's not giving you, and your mom should be telling you this. Like, this doesn't look good. Like, you're looking crazy right now. Can you just let him go? Like, just let it go. Make room for my new son-in-law. But no, you're too busy hung up on him. You didn't like him when you were with him. You were so mean to him. You would belittle him. You would cheat on him. You wouldn't give him that walk. That's why he was supposedly hiring prostitutes according to you. Um, but why? Like, just let it go. You had the chance. You fumbled the bag. Okay, he became something more. He's not the same person than when y'all were together. He's totally different. Totally different person. Got his shit together. He's stable. Has a home. Goes on vacations and with his wifey, and the kids are thriving. Like, everything checks green. Everything is good. You can have that too. He had to let you go in order to find his happiness. So you got to let him go to find your happiness. That's how it works. Y'all's relationship was probably just a lesson. That marriage probably wasn't for you. Number one, because it was forced. Okay, rumor has it was forced, and an ultimatum was given, allegedly. So no, don't. It wasn't. It was just a learning lesson that you need to learn from, and you'll do better in the next relationship. You'll get married. You will. You'll have a husband or boyfriend or whatever you want. I don't think you want a husband, but whatever your little heart desires, you're gonna get it. You just gotta let it go, babe. You gotta let it go, and you'll find your happiness. All right, I'm here at work. I will let y'all go. Thank you for joining me today with the traffic and whatnot. We laughed, we cried. I mean, we had a great time, didn't we? All right, see y'all later.